All right, after that stunning defeat, we are going to try to reestablish ourselves here. Um, although this hand doesn't have a land, I'm actually okay with keeping it, or a mountain. Um, we're going to keep it because we can go turn one, castle, turn two, Ramanap, and then start stomping stuff. Um, and especially being on the play, we can afford to take the first turn off. Chances of running into Mana Dork are pretty low. Um, Thoughtseize deck. Yep. So here, they should probably take a Bone Crusher. But if they can't kill a Hanwire, like most people never take Hanwire, they never kill Hanwire. They don't care about Hanwire, and Hanwire cares to murder. So we're gonna hide the information on the mountain we just drew. We're gonna play this. They're probably gonna run out whatever little one drop. They don't care about getting killed. But is it going to be, yep, Gutter Bones? So I really don't care about Gutter Bones. Um, but because I want to unlock these Bone Crushers, I'm going to just pop it now. And I don't want to pop it when I have Hanwar Garrison on the battlefield. So now we're going to kind of force him to hopefully use a Murderous Rider on it. Alright. So he probably has Grasp of Darkness. And he should probably use it now. Alright, well there's the Murder Strider. So he takes 2 for that, which we don't really mind. Because these Bone Crushers are going to be pretty crushing. So we got a lot of the creatures on the ground covered. If they draw a Kalitas, alright, well they take another 2 for that. And they're not really getting anywhere. We draw land, we're going to Crusher. Um, no, we'll just pass. We have more than enough interaction right now. If they play Murderous Rider, we can strike it and then stomp the face, untap. All right, so that's good for the home team. Them playing that instead of any of the 5 cards in the hand tells me they either have a lot of interaction or um, they knew it was going to die. But now we put them on the back foot again, and late game we're kind of coming into our territory. So land is good. Um, Land gives us our Stomp and our Wild Slash, which opponent doesn't know about either of these 2 cards. Unfortunately, if they play oh, they didn't play that, so they're probably sitting on their 4-drop. Um, um, so we can Stomp Face, play Bone Crusher, attack for 4. Um, if we Glorybringer and they're holding another Swift Rider or Swift End, we just lose our value of Glorybringer. And I suspect they're holding the 4/4 guy, um, and or a Kalitas, which I kind of want to have the other stuff I want to have Glorybringer to clean all that up at the end. So we're gonna go to combat. We're gonna see what they have. They're pausing, so it tells me it may be another Swift Rider, Swift End, but that costs them 4 life to kill it. Okay, so they take 2 from the Bone Crusher, 2 from the Swift End, and then we stomp again and play another Bone Crusher. So I mean, it's you kind of want to just slam Glorybringer there on the empty battlefield, but the Murder Strider really halts that plan. So now, if they okay, they're gonna take another 2. So now they're just dead to. If we draw a land, we just kill them with Ramunap Ruins and Wild Slash. Don't even need a Glorybringer. All right, well let's just finish them off, I guess. Again, it's you kind of want to slam the Glorybringer, but if they have another grasp, then we lose that turn, and there's no reason for it. Just murder. All right, so our opponent took a lot of damage that game. It's another game where Rekindling Phoenix is excellent. Um, not as much against Kalidas. Um, so we're gonna cut these loyalists. It's kind of common to cut the loyalists in a lot of these matchups. Um, cut the loyalist, cut the Embercleave, bring in our Rekindling Phoenix, um, bring in our mortars. Um, let's get this out of here and see what we're working with. Torbran is usually not great in these matchups. It eats removal. You kind of have to be playing a deck that has less ways to kill a Torbran for it to be great. So we're gonna kick those to the curb. Bring in a roast. Um, I'm actually going to let me look at this here. Um, Wild Slashers are great. You got to kill the 1/2 1-drop guy that pumps. Carry Zev is pretty good because it is a push target and also kind of forces them to deal with it. Plus, it blocks their 2/1s very well. Um, I think I like this. We're gonna run with it. It's important to know when you're playing these black decks. It's extremely important to kill Kalidas the turn they play it. I mean, like the following turn. Um, so it's a it's a fair hand here. Not amazing, but it's fair. They got a 1-drop this time. Oh, Duress. Well, you get 1 card to choose. Lightning Strike. Duress is such a weird bring-in, like for our deck that has so many creatures. And I've seen that before from opponents. They don't like all their creatures getting killed, so they bring in Duress. Well, you're down a card anyway. All right, Gutter Bones and a Bloodsoaked Champion. So, I'm not sure what we're gonna stomp, but we're gonna probably stomp the Gutter Bones. The Gutter Bones goes back to hand. It's the slowest. Bloodsoaked Champion goes to the battlefield. Opponent's playing pretty fast too, so I think they know what they're gonna be doing here. Knight. Why would you play Knight there? I'm definitely gonna. Okay, I guess that's why. All right. Well, they're just going full on. All right. Well, let's just start dealing with this stuff one at a time. We could play the Hanwar Garrison as a blocker, but I think it's important to get this other knight off the battlefield. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Well, luckily I am smart and thin. I drew the lightning strike. I'll just act like I had it the whole time. So we draw a land. We can Chandra plus Stomp, kill a Gutter Bones. Okay, we did not. So we're just gonna have to hold pattern here. Gotta try to maintain. I'm guessing he got a Murderous Rider or a 4-drop. So we're going to stomp the bones. We're going to take one for this wild slash, unfortunately. No, they're both the same. We take one. He can return or he can play a 3-drop. So, alright. Unfortunately, we did not draw what we needed to draw. So, the difference here between Bone Crusher and Hanwar is that if we play Bone Crusher now, it's basically a blocker. It'll do 2 damage to them if they kill it, which we don't care. But it's not really going to attack. If we play Hanwar and draw a land next turn, we can follow up with Rekindling Phoenix, which is a great blocker, and we can actually attack that turn. So, and Hanwar would generate some blockers that are great for these 2/1s. I don't mind that. All right, so we blunted the attack. It's tempting to want to attack here, but we're facing down lethal, and even if we play another Hanwar, so I think we're gonna play another Hanwar here. Maybe take the pop from the Scrounger because he can just bounce it back, and hope to draw land for our Phoenix or Chandra Plus and carry Zev. So no attack again. Alright, well, we're going to swing in with 1 to get some blockers. Play a 3rd one. And maybe gain some traction. Like, this is a 3-land hand right now that we're dealing with. Or, we're dealing with 3 lands on turn 7. And actually, our opponent is in a lot of trouble. 4, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We actually have lethal. Let me make sure. 2 plus 2 is 4. So 4, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Do we just go for it? Let's just go for it. Let's just go for it. Whatever. This is a wild league. This league is wild. Oh my god. All right. Well, that's how you do it the KillaGerm way. We're gonna go to our next match.